What is up, you guys? Bakusa here. I'm going to be doing a quick little video on basically what my crafting routine is. This video is quite laggy, so we're going to go ahead and get out of here for a quick, and I'll tell you what I mean more specifically. I'll be honest with you guys, I don't really play a lot of Albion Online. I don't. It's a fun game, and I really do enjoy it. I'm glad I bought it, and I'm glad I pay for premium now. I don't pay for it with actual money. I pay with in-game money, and I guess I'll be more or less showing you how I make my money in personally. Now, if I go into my Destiny board really quickly, if you don't know what the Destiny board is because you're new to the game, I can make a video on it. I planned on it. I actually recorded one, but I never uploaded it because it was a super long video. Basically, if you look here, my specialties are boot crafting, plate boot crafting, more specifically, some plate armor crafting, very lightly into hammer crafting, which is pretty dope. I got that recently, actually. I haven't worked a ton on it. Down here, I am very deep into the miner crafter, which lets me make mining pickaxes and stuff like that. So basically, what I do personally every day is I get some market offers. I put some market offers in to try to buy some stuff so I can craft it. Now, I'm going to be using probably most of, if not all, of my bars for pickaxes and stuff because I'm currently selling a lot of boots, different types of boots and stuff like that. But I'm going to be making a few pairs of boots here. We can make... Why is it saying I can only make one? Oh, he's out of gold. Ah, yes. We have to go somewhere else. Food supplies is 0. Quite unfortunate. We can find ourselves another forge, though. There's actually one right across, but that's actually kind of expensive. So pretty much what I do whenever I log in is I put in my offers to try to buy some bars, and I pretty much just craft the things that I'm pretty much good at. Now, the market fluctuates constantly, so that's something that you kind of have to keep in mind. But I think it's more of a good thing than a bad thing to get yourself some variety in your crafting. By that I mean, I wouldn't want to craft the same thing over and over every time, and the reason why is I could craft hundreds of pairs of Guardian boots, but they're going to take ages to sell because not that many people need Guardian boots, and people are going to undercut you. It's just going to be hard to sell all of your boots if you make thousands of them. So basically, instead of doing that, I'm going to be making a few pairs of boots, but I'm also going to be making other stuff as well. We're going to be making some Master Guardian boots. I'll even focus them, because why not? It doesn't take like any focus whatsoever. Fun. This improves the quality and it gives me a better resource return rate, which is something that you always want, because that means that you get more out of your money and you can more easily turn a profit. Now, honestly, I don't really do calculations and stuff on this kind of stuff where I'm thinking like I'm going to make this much money. In general, I make profit one way or another when I'm doing stuff like this, so I don't really focus on it super hard. But if you want to just know how much I'm making, I can do a run. I can just do a day where I can see like all the things I craft and my estimated profit on it and everything like that. I can do that for you guys if you would like. It wouldn't take me too long to do, so don't feel bad for asking. But we're going to run over here to the tier 8 toolsmith. The toolsmith is where you go to make mining armors and pickaxes and stuff. We're just going to be making mining armors. We're not going to be making mining pickaxes because I don't actually have the wood to do it. Like I said, the reason why I mainly focus on making different things is because if I'm selling 5 different items, people are going to need those 5 different items differently. So this should work out a little bit better for me. I'm going to be making, I can make, let's see, 5 pieces. So I'm going to start with 1, just miner cap. Easy peasy. 1 Grandmaster mining boots. Scroll back down. 1 Grandmaster miner garb. Actually, we're gonna make 2 master mining garbs here. I'm not focusing these because my level is actually quite low. It would take a ton of focus, 1,000 each, which in my opinion isn't really worth it considering a 10,000 focus means I get 10,000 focus a day, which means I could do 10 per day. Not really worth it in my opinion. So yeah, this is just gonna be a pretty low pace video, just basically showing, oh, I got an excellent. My crafting routine, what I do personally. I can make 2 full sets. Cool. To make my money. And I can pay for my membership with specifically silver. I have to wait for some of my stuff to sell because I don't really have a ton of money right now, but I do have money. So I have 16. I'm going to make 4 sets of mining gear, and I'm going to go back to making other boots for plate boots, or maybe even make some plate armor just for fun, because why not? So we're going to make 4 pairs of each, 4 sets. So I always recommend in general trying to specialize in specific things, but as you see, my plate boot crafting is actually maxed out. And because of that, I've been trying to craft other things, just kind of more for fun, entertainment in general, and just being able to craft different things sounds more useful to me. So a lot of the time that you spend on your one main thing, if you craft other stuff, you're going to be able to sell better. Now, the one thing that I will also mention that will make you more money faster if you're trying to make money quickly and give yourself something more to do, because realistically, this is going to take me less than 10 minutes, maybe 15 tops. So if you're looking to play for more than 15 minutes a day, or you play all day, but you're looking for something to kind of give yourself to do in between different things, do this in multiple places. If you're selling 5 of the same item, you can sell 5 of the same item in 5 different places. You're selling 25 different sets of stuff. Definitely worth considering if your goal is to sell your product. And also, every time you do this, if you profit, which you most likely will if you're crafting higher tier stuff, you're going to be getting a lot of experience. Now I'm doing guardian boots here primarily because I can focus them and I can get more out of it for my resources here. I recommend if you can focus it, do it, because you're going to get more for your money, and in general your quality is going to be higher, which is something that you want, especially when you're trying to make as much money, profit specifically, possible. It only takes 159 for tier 6, which is pretty dope in my opinion. So there we go, and we'll save. Yeah, we'll have like 6 left, which is fine. We have 2 pairs of excellence, and look at all the stuff that we crafted. We've got tons and tons of stuff to put on the market here, and roughly, I believe I spent maybe close to $1 million. I think is probably what I ended up spending on this. Maybe a little higher. Let's just pretend it's 1.5 mil and see if we can't match that, because I know for a fact I did not spend 1.5 mil on this little crafting bit here. So we're going to see just how much we're going to make from this crafting. An estimate, of course, because we're not really going to be knowing how much these are going to sell for, but we'll give it a shot. So these are going to be selling for 66k, essentially, because I'll have to drop these down. One thing that you're going to know, if you don't know a ton about Albion, people like to cut down the market a lot. So I have a few of these, don't I? I'm going to create the sell order. 66,000 plus, honestly, 80,000. And if you want to sell your stuff, you have to undercut other people. It's really, really obnoxious because you're losing a ton of money. But it's something that you pretty much have to do. 66 plus 88, or plus 80, plus... We're just going to be adding all this up. So if you want, you can skip towards the end of the video, and I don't blame you, but we're just going to be going through here and trying to find out what all this stuff is. Plus 84. Let's see. Once we get down to some of the other stuff, it'll be easier because we'll be doing multiples. Plus 84, plus... And for the record, the Grandmaster mining boots, the bars cost like, I think, oh gosh, what do they cost? Like basically 8 to 9k, I think. Which basically means that I'm spending 7 times 8 or maybe 9. So 7 times 9, 63,000 for these items, and some of them are worth a lot more. Some of them are a little bit lower, which is kind of unfortunate, but it's some of these things that you will profit on, some of them you just won't, and there's not really a ton that you can do about that. Some things you're going to be much more liable to profit on than others. For example, these helmets, they all take the same stuff to craft, but but the difference is that sometimes they're just not as valuable as others, and we're about to hit the 1 mil mark as far as the offers go, so that's pretty good. So we're at 30 plus 60. All right, and we're almost to the melee boots, which should sell for a considerable amount, I think, because they're a little bit more useful. Plus 20 here. Yeah, see, this is definitely a loss, which is pretty bad. A pretty high loss as well, because if you're buying these bars for about 6,000 each, it takes about 48k to produce, so I took a pretty fat loss on these, not gonna lie. But that's okay, I suppose, because you're gonna take losses on some things. But on the bright side, I'm making experience as well, which is something that you're more looking for anyway. It's better to go through the market prior to doing your crafting, because you're more liable to make money if you know what you're going to be crafting and what it's best to craft. Because there's just a lot of things in here that I could be making a lot more money on, but I'm just not, because I didn't check prior. I'm just crafting for the fun of it, really, which is fine and dandy, but you just have to accept the fact that you're not going to be making as much money as you potentially could. Now, if I was try-harding, attempting to make money, I probably wouldn't be crafting tier 2 stuff, or tier 6 stuff, just basic tier 6. I'd be doing 6.1 maybe, but I actually don't remember what that stuff was. We're over the, oh wow. Huh. Someone's actually buying these outright for 19k each. But like, hold on a sec. 19k. Yeah. So if they're buying them for 19k each, I buy these for 3.6k each. 3.6 times, realistically in this city, if you're not focusing, you use 6 bars. 3.6, let's round that up to 4, because why not? 4 times 6 is 24. So we're spending 24k to make these boots, and we're selling them for like 20k each. But that's also estimating, and also keep in mind that I actually, instead of using 6, I use 4. So realistically, I'm only spending 16k to make these if I focus. So meaning that I can actually profit a pretty considerable amount just because I can focus it and I have a really high focused cost efficiency. So that's some motivation for you guys. If you want to try to get some of your levels up, there's a pretty solid reason why. So yeah, you make a lot more money if you know how to focus. And also, it looks like some of our stuff is already selling, which is good. Definitely want to get some of that stuff sold, because the Grandmaster mining caps are 84k each, which is pretty crazy when you think about it, considering the work boots are 56k each, and they're the exact same thing to craft. They're in the same level, they require the same materials, everything exactly the same. So that's what I personally do to try to make my money. Now, I am about to go to other cities and start doing the exact same thing. If this video was helpful for you at all to kind of see what the stuff that I do for my money, leave a like, and if it wasn't helpful, tell me why, and if there's information that you need to know, just put a comment and I'll respond to it probably within a day. I'm pretty good at responding to comments for the most part. So anyway, guys, hope you had a good one. Best of luck making money, and please, there's just so many damn people in this game.